Well, Drew Peterson and his former attorney were in the same suburban courtroom today.
Peterson is arguing for a new trial in the murder of his third wife, while his old lawyer fights a gag order that's meant to prevent him from talking about the case. Here's an update on the latest twist in a story that began with a WGN Investigates interview. An uncharacteristically quiet Joel Brodsky left the Will County Courthouse without comment after being in the same courtroom with his infamous former client. Drew Peterson was there as part of a long-shot bid for a new trial. He's claimed that Brodsky erred by not allowing him to testify, leading to his conviction in his third wife, Kathleen's death.
A trial can only help me. They can't, if they find me guilty again, well, I'm not no better than I was. It's got potential to, if everything's presented in a correct way, then it may free me.
Today's hearing was part of an ongoing debate over whether the former Bolingbrook cop has the mental ability to help with his appeal for a new trial. At one point, Peterson asked, "May I approach the bench?" The judge said no. Peterson responded, "You look like you could handle yourself." "I'm too old for that," the judge replied. It's unclear what Peterson wanted to discuss because his public defender told him to stop talking. As for Brodsky, he was there for a separate hearing resulting from this 2022 WGN Investigates interview.
I feel bad about what, Drew, still not taking responsibility and Stacy still being missing, that I'm thinking about maybe, revealing what happened to Stacy and where she is.
Immediately after that interview aired, a judge put a gag order on Brodsky, saying a betrayal of his former client's confidence could taint a potential future jury. But Brodsky has continued to talk.
A lawyer cannot allow a client to testify who he knows is going to lie on the stand.
It led to a charge of indirect criminal contempt of court against Brodsky.
And that's all, folks.
As for Drew Peterson, he told the judge he doesn't want to attend the next hearing in his bid for a new trial. In February, he told News Nation's Ashley Banfield his claims of innocence in the murder of his third wife, Kathy, and the disappearance of his fourth wife, Stacy, are not changing.
It doesn't matter. If I said till I'm blue in the face, I did not do this, people are just going to say, yeah, right. If I said, yeah, I did this, see, I told you. Everybody's like, told you so. So it doesn't matter. It has no benefit to me to say anything one way or the other.
Before he left court, Brodsky asked the judge if he could talk to his former client, Drew Peterson, before he was taken back to prison. The judge reminded Brodsky that he's under court order to not speak to anyone about the case. It did not appear as though the two were granted that chance to chat.